Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Birdman. Mr. Birdman with the master plan. Go ahead, sir. Rip that junkie up. Right about now, the tape is rolling. Oh, yeah. 5:05 a.m. in the good morning. And you take that junkie, Richie 127, right out of my radio. And I'm doing it with a 5-watt radio. Shame on it.
Audio test. Alright, Mr. Enforcer. I'm going to title this video The Eulogy. After the whole comes the pine box. After the pine box, here comes the eulogy. Mr. Enforcer, you don't make this shit up. Anybody got any nice words to say about Richie Radio 127 before we put the dirt completely over the casket? Anybody want to give Mr. 127 his eulogy? Mr. No Truth and Justice.
Well, I could say one thing. Before he goes, someone give him a pair of boxes. You know, give him some teeth there, so he can have his last piece of steak. Because that duck plucker's been drinking nothing but liquid. He's been on a liquid diet, man. I know he got his last 6 teeth removed because he took away the pleasure of me taking them out. But it's all good. Someone just give him a set of boxes. Maybe get a pair from an old, grandparents that might have deceased or something. Because that crackhead 127 definitely needs a pair of choppers.
The eulogy has been concluded. I'm going to pull back on his video game because he's not even a heterodon anymore. He has officially been 10-7 and has left the building. Mr. 250, you can look for it. It will be called The Eulogy. The Birdman says good morning.
The eulogy. I'll be looking forward to that video. Hey, Birdman, I'll be looking forward to that. And I'm crushing him with a stock radio, man. I don't even have the Dave made on, the 2-pill. That duck plucker's sleeping right now. But if it gets rough out there, I can hit that switch and totally crush that junkie. But, alright, I'll be looking for that. I'm definitely going to throw this video on my page. I haven't titled it yet, but it'll be something about crushing the crackhead. Something in that nature. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about. Exposing that junkie for the fraud that he is and the lies that he makes up. If I hear him out there, he's just going to get smashed.
Yes, sir, Mr. 250, I got it all. You said it all. The camera saw it all and heard it all. The eulogy has now been completed. Ma, ba, ba, ba.
What do you got to say for yourself, Richard Cracky 127? What do you got to say to yourself or for yourself? Huh? 50 years down the drain, smoking away your life, you dirty dog.
Audio drive. And just like that, Richie. Hey, Richie. I know you saw the unboxing of my little thing, Richard. I got a few minutes this week and I put up 3 videos. 3 or 4. 3 or 4 Enforcer. I put up a video on the coffee, so Mr. 613, that duck, can take a peep at how you make coffee. I put up the fish salad video, so that junkie monkey 127 crackhead can take a look. Maybe he can cook some up, but he can't cook from the grave. And I put up that special video that I told you about, Mr. Enforcer. The President George is now live and direct on the YouTube. Mr. 250, bring him.
Roger that. I got it all, Birdman. I wonder if that junkie's out there or not, man. I don't even hear him. I wonder if that crackhead 127, Richie. Yeah, you had to hear the story he made up yesterday, man. He was out there just talking to himself. And he was claiming as a teenager he wore a cop's uniform. I mean, do you find that hilarious? And his mother looked at him and says, why is he wearing a uniform? She's supposedly a hit woman, but we all know she prostituted. to make money for the three little bitches. But wow, look at that. He claims he was a cop as a teenager. How sick is that, man? Wow, what a weirdo, man. Then he claims, check this out, he claims that he's 500 years old. So I guess he's also a vampire. You can't make this up. Hey, Birdman, you can't make this up. That crackhead is definitely out of control.
So wait a minute. So he thinks he's like Johnny Depp from 21 Jump Street. Then he wants to think that he's as old as Moses when Moses led them Egyptians past the freaking parted sea. And, yeah, wow. You see, people, that's why you don't do no crack.
Yeah, he claims he's 500 years old, so I figured he's acting like he's some kind of vampire or something. And then he claims at the age of 13 he wore a cop's uniform, but he doesn't. He fails to explain that was the uniform from the Jersey State Police that would come over and frequent his house. You know, mommy would have no choice but to let them come in because she had to do what she had to do to pay the bills. So I guess those cops let him wear the little Richie. You know, they put on their little you know, the shirt. Here, kid, come here, little Richie. Here, put on my shirt while I take care of business with your mommy. I'll be right out of the room. Just hold on there. So Richie would put on their shirt, a little badge, and he thought he was a cop. You know, that's how demented the kid is. Or I should say the man. He's not a kid. He's a kid in a man's body. But 50 years old, man, and he's still talking fantasies. You imagine that? And this is in his own words, man. I didn't record it because it was so funny that me and Nitro were just laughing our ass off. That he was a cop at 13 years old. Man, this guy is really, he needs some meds really, really bad. Hey, Bird, I don't know what he's mixing in with his weed. I'm expecting it's PCP and some other active ingredient, but it's definitely not weed making him delusional like that.
It's the needle plunging. It's the syrup which he plunges. Hey, Richard. The fantasy. Hey, Richard. The fantasy of La La Land only lasts for 5 minutes. Hey, Richard. There ain't no fucking CB from 6 feet. Man, I want the key in the gate.
Yeah, he's definitely demented. He needs help. Hey, Bird, the junkie definitely needs some help, man. He's definitely demented.
No, demented? I'm still the one you can't see eye to eye. Right. You see that, the 250? 250. It's all in the eulogy report. It's all in the eulogy. It'll be up sometime this morning. Because you don't make this shit up. I never seen a CB shop that got crushed.
And he tries the funny thing, he tries to put people in front of him. He calls up 206 to fight his battles. He's got some guy, some Brooklyn guy that he hooked up his mobile. He's jumping in front of Richie. So, you know, he's trying to recruit team members, you know. But I told Crackhead yesterday, you got to fight your own battles out here, junkie boy. You can't be throwing people in front of you. They're not going to risk their life for you. You want to be a man? Take off the red dress and the pink panties and come to Manhattan. And I gladly make your wish come true to meet your daddy for the first time. So, you know, I can arrange that easily. But the junkie's a coward. Fear and common sense is keeping us apart.
On YouTube. All you gotta do is look up a radio called the TRC 453. So anybody out here who claims that Richard did this and Richard did that, yo, Richard blew up my radio, blew it up to smithereens. The video is called TRC 453 Nemesis.
Well, I always tell them to display test equipment. I always tell them, hey Richard, if you're a technician, let me see some test equipment. You know the junkie can never produce it. He can never produce it because he doesn't own any test equipment. And even if he did, even if you put some test equipment in front of him, he wouldn't know what to do with it. So yeah, I find it hilarious that this junkie monkey crackhead 127 actually still thinks he's a radio repair shop. He thinks he has one, but it clearly shows, and you can hear in all his videos when he meets him outside, because he doesn't own a repair shop. He owns a crack den, and his landlord will not let him bring any people into the house, because as you could see, it's a privately owned residence. So she's like, you know, if you want to do your wheeling and dealings, you got to do it outside the house. You can't bring him in here. And you know, but it'd be nice for his landlord to find out that he's got some funny business going on, and the fact that he's a junkie, and he admits he's a heavy weed smoker amongst other drugs. So he's lucky I don't go that direction, because I don't want him evicted. I want to keep exposing a junkie out here. Because if I make that phone call, he'll be kicked out like what happened at 194 Utica when he got caught smoking crack, and I got that video of the crackhead smoking the crack in his house. Now, I'm not letting it out yet. When the time is right, that video will surface.
I got a Galaxy 500 that Richie fixed for me. I recommend it to anybody.
We don't want to hear cheerleaders cheering Richie on. We don't want to hear false advertising. All right? We all know that Richie did do a radio, and the radio, the electrolytic capacitors, about 18 of them, started blowing up like popcorn. That's the type of work that junkie does. I said, if you want to go to him, hey, there's a sucker born every day. That's an old saying. Go right ahead. But if you want to go to a real technician with a warranty after work is done, you go see the man at Delta Electronics. All right? You go to, there's a couple of places I could recommend. But you can also go to PM Electronics. There's a couple of good places. But these places are certified facilities. They guarantee, warranty their product, their work. And unlike Richie, who just says, yeah, dog, it's going to work good until the shit blows up. Yeah, and don't come back to me. I'm going to have to charge you another $5 and a checker burger. You know, that's not a guarantee. You know what I mean? So if you want to go to an establishment, you go to PM Electronics. You just ask for Bob, or you go to Delta. All right? These are facilities, I mean, not to mention places online, but I know a lot of you cats out there just want your stuff done right there and then. But, you know, it's a shame when you got a junkie making promises that he can't keep and making up lies and fantasies. But anyway, let me have my second cup of coffee here. They call me a Fawcett 250 on my stock radio, and I just got down.
Certified and trustworthy in this business, and Richard is not one of them. Travis, that always old podcast low, it wasn't out there. Ain't nobody ever came out here and said they know you from anywhere. Only April Hull knows that you were a co-defendant when you got arrested on Route 24 in Jersey for a broken taillight that ended up being a crack cocaine charge. And I just got down. Oh, yeah? No. Yeah. Anybody who wants that arrest record, get in touch. Birdman3931NY@gmail.com. Formally request Richard's arrest records, and I'll be more than happy to send them your way. Birdman3931NY@gmail.com.
Inquiring minds want to know. Good morning, bad boy. Good morning. Yeah, we're crushing that junkie monkey out there. He made a claim yesterday. Me and Nitro were talking yesterday night, and Richard claimed that as a teenager, his mother, his so-called hitman mother, she supposedly was a hit woman for the mob, Well, we all know she prostituted with the New Jersey State Police in order to support her 3 boys. That he walked in, she walked in on him, and he had a police uniform on. You believe that? And that he's 500 years old. He claims to walk around this planet, on this earth, for 500 years. So I assume he's either a vampire or an alien. But imagine that. He was a cop at 13 years old. How delusional was this crackhead?
That's the crack cocaine running through his blood. Oh.
Hey, Richie, give it up, man. Birdman takes you out. Bad Boy takes you out. You know, it's useless. Then you claim that your tube is weak or your veins are weak. I don't know, man. You know, just give it a rest.
I don't want. I thought he said he blew out his box. He's only working with a boom or 2 pills. That's what he said.
No, he got his amp on, but he claims it's leaking. He hears it hissing. I mean, hey, Bad Boy, in your experience, you got more experience with tubes than I do. You ever hear your tube hissing, a pissing sound coming out of his tube? He says it's leaking. Have you ever heard of anything that stupid in your life?
Negative, man. This fucking guy's a fucking dick. If a tube is fucked up, it's fucked up. There's no leaking involved. Come on, if it was fucking leaking, that shit wouldn't even be pumping any type of wattage. And every ounce of all my time, and he's the one that...
Yeah, he claims that it's leaking, and yeah, I mean, I can hear a radiator or a kettle making a pot of tea whistling, but a tube leaking, making a hissing sound. Man, is he cracked up?
Yeah, he cracked up, alright. Forget about it, man. That motherfucker is lost. He's lost in the sauce.
It loses its vacuum, and now the tube is at atmospheric pressure, which is 0 absolute of 30 psi G as engaged. Well, yeah, Birdman knows about that too. Atmospheric pressure is measured in 2 ways: psi G as in pounds per square inch gauge, or psi A as in pounds per square.
Basically, he did let just damage his box. That's what it is. That box is fucked.
It's only a matter of a very short time that you have
Yeah, Roger, it's Birdman talking out there. You hear?
the atmosphere.
Yeah, there you go.
And I just got down.
Richie doesn't understand that technical terminology. That's too much for the crackhead. Hey, Birdman, you got to save all that high-tech information, man, because Cracky doesn't understand a word you say when you mention PSI and all that good stuff. He doesn't have it. The only pressure that Richie feels is when his boyfriend is entering him from behind, when he's getting his shit pushed in. That's the only pressure Richie feels.
That's called the sphincter effect, and Richie knows all about it. When you want to know terminology, sciences, technologies, you turn your ears away from Richard, and you listen.
I'll be back.
Hey, Richard. Hey, Richard.
Roger.
That excellent mentors, Richard. Hey, Richard. And I just got down.
Wow, it's a shame. You know, I haven't heard Richie yet. I wonder if Richie blew his shit out, because I don't hear him, man. Hey, Bird, all I heard was you and Bad Boy. I wonder what happened to Richard, man. Is he still out there?
Richard's in the corner, being a good little bitch. He just got his check. He just got his new needles. He's going down to the fucking clinic today to get his new batch of shit. His PET card has been loaded. He's good to go for another 3 weeks, Stefo.
Oh, Roger that. Oh, I got it. Yeah. The first of the month was 3 days ago, so yeah, I understand. He got his EBT card filled up. He got his 250 minutes on his Obama phone. And yeah, he's feeling good, man. He's all cracked up right now. I guess that's why he was so delusional yesterday, making claims at 13 years old that he was a cop. I got you, man. I see with the drugs he got at the beginning of the month. He got his methadone. He got his whole fix, man. He's feeling good, that junkie.
That's true. And one more up. President Obama just gave them access to the internet through their Obama phones. They're about to get like 3 gigs a month of internet access. Hey, Richard, you really feeling yourself, huh? You feel accomplished now, don't you? All your shit empty up. Thanks to people like me and Enforcer and CK and all these drivers who break their dick to have a job and feed their families and have Uncle Sam come take a piece of their pie and put it on your table, you toothless bastard.
That one's just watched the video. yeah. That's it. TRC 453, huh?
Yes, sir. TRC 453 Nemesis. It's on my YouTube channel, Birdman3931NY. You find my channel, you find the video, and I just got down.
I watched it already.
What do you call a cat that makes you feel like that? You never call that cat a crack act.
I watched that shit already. You had to make a record check this shit.
That's right.
He tries so much to sound like me. Now he's using the echo. He always hears me with my echo on. Now the crackhead wants to be heard with an echo. Is that delusional or what, man? That junkie monkey, he hears me with my echo, how superior I sound. He wants to throw his on. Is that boy a copycat or what? Be original, junkie. Do your thing. Do your own thing. Be original. Stop being a monkey junkie and copying what everyone else does out here. Cracky. Behave yourself. Take your meds.
That's right, crackhead. Stop trying to do what other people do. Enforcer comes out here with his just right echo. CK comes out here with his non-fucking tech equipment. Hey, Richard, you ain't got shit but a BDC 600. You ain't got a fucking... Yo, Richard. Hey, Richard. Even if I came to your house and dropped off all the equipment in the world, you wouldn't know what the fuck to do with it.
They want to hang with the king. They want to be down with the king. They want the king to do it. Get back to Long Island.
We all forgive the junkie. We all forgive him, but we can't accept lies and unjust. We can't accept this guy masquerading as some kind of technician or some kind of wannabe cop. Hey, what happened in March of 2016, which was last month? Didn't he supposed to have his assets unfrozen? 24 million. What happened, crackhead? What happened to that 24 million you claimed that was going to be unfrozen? Because that 24 million never existed or never exist? What happened, junkie? Come speak or forever hold your peace. But then again, I don't hear you, so as long as Bird or anyone else is out there on the key, they squash you.
24 million. If you got 24 million stocked away, you're not on channel 1911 meter. You're up on NASA channels, talking to the goddamn space stations. That's where the fuck you are with 24 million. Cracky.
Why did you give him your radio?
They called me the one and only. I gave him the radio because I was just coming into the hobby. And nobody had the balls to put a radio on his cardboard box. So they sent the real king of New York to go down and put him to the test, and he fell on his face. That's why.
Well, the man clearly said he gave the man a chance, an opportunity, when Richie was still wet behind the ears. He gave him a chance, and the radio was in perfect working condition. He just needs some basic alignment, and Richie failed the test. Richie couldn't even correct or modify or peak a working radio. When the man got his radio back, like I said, 18 electrolytic capacitors stopped popping like a popcorn machine. All right, that's true testimony from someone who experienced Richie's work before and after. That's why the man gave him a test. It was trial and error, and Cracky 127 failed the test. That's the whole bottom line. All right, you go to PM Electronics, ask for Bob, or you go to Sam at Delta if you want real technicians, or you could go online. There's plenty of so-called techs out there. Some a lot good, some very bad, but don't go to Richie. You know, he just accepts a check of burger or some old McDonald's fries that you had last week. He'll accept that as payment. Or he'll accept, you know, a nickel bag of weed, you know, a couple of packs of K2 for payment. So we don't want to go to a guy like that accepts drugs for payment, man. You want a real technician, you go to Sam at Delta Electronics in the Bronx or PM Electronics. Just ask for Bob, and he'll do it, and they do it right. They give you a physical warranty, a piece of paper, and they put a seal on the radio. Warranty void if opened. All right, those are real technicians. Richie, you open your radio, you got all kind of shit floating around, roaches, pieces of stems from his weed that he smokes. You know, you don't want to end up with a radio with all kind of garbage in it. It's like going for surgery and they leave the scalpel, they leave gorges inside you. It happens. That's Richie's style. He leaves crap inside the radio, and when you get home and shake the radio, there's all kind of shit bouncing around. You open it up and you see all kind of weird stuff in there, from roaches, from the weed that he smokes, all the way to cockroaches and all kind of weird insects. So if you want to do it right. You go to PM Electronics after ask for Bob, or you go ask for Sam at Delta. Go to professionals. This way, like I said, you get it done once and you get it done right, and you get a warranty, not no verbal promise.
Number one, and Mr. Enforcer, thank you for taking that question. And to the person asking the questions, any questions you might have, I'm easy to find. You can message me via YouTube. You can message me via email, birdman3931ny@gmail.com. I'm easy to find. Any questions you might got, I'm like Radio Shack. I got answers.
What radio you done? On this channel or the other one? I got now.
Let them learn the hard way. Hey, Birdman, let them learn the hard way. They think they're going to save money by giving Richie, here's $5, crackhead. Do my radio. You're going to be sorry, man. Like I always say, you get what you pay for in life.
Another true story. The man was given an opportunity to prove himself. He came out with a bamboo skewer. Anyway, it's all in the video. I put it all there. Any questions, just ask him. Ask him right there on the YouTube. I will answer him right there on the YouTube. Write me an email. You want his arrest records, I give them to you. Anything the public wants, I'm here to serve the public. Mr. Enforcer, it's about that time for me to go roll up my sleeves and earn my money for today. So junkies can sit home and put plunge needles all day long. Mr. Enforcer, Loud Boy, everybody else on the band. The Birdman says good morning. Bye.
You have yourself a good morning. Hey, Mr. Birdman, you have yourself a good morning, sir, and have a fine afternoon. Enjoy, and like we all got to do out here, at least some of us, you know, we got to work for a living, so we could support Richie in his Section 8 housing, and he could get his benefit card and his $250 Obama phone refilled every month, and he could stay on the radio day and night and make an ass of himself like he always does. So you have a good morning, Birdman. You know what it is. They call me Enforcer 250, running stock, and I'm back out.
How about that Enforcer?
Yeah, who's calling Enforcer? Is that you? How about it, Timberland? That you?
No, you got the Silver Striker.
What's going on? What can I do for you? Silver Striker, go ahead, kick it.
Yeah, I'm looking for that place to fix my radio.
Yeah, you go to Delta Electronic up in the Bronx, ask for Sam, or you go to PM Electronics on Long Island. I don't know the exact location, but it's on Long Island, and you just ask for Bob. But PM, I'm I'm not PM. Delta Electronics, I'm more familiar with. You just ask for Sam, and these guys are very reputable.
All right, thank you. How am I sounding out there? I'm over here at 11 West in Brooklyn.
Sounding good, man. I'm running the stock radio, man. I'm using a DX44. a Galaxy DX44 HP, man. This thing is putting about 5 watts, man. Swing it to about 10. So, you know, if I need to crush anyone out there that might be trying to take me out, I just hit the switch on my Dave May 2 pill. But I don't find that necessary this morning. Anyway, I'm letting this video tape conclude. They call me the Enforcer 250, and I'm out here to provide truth and justice and expose fraudulent crackhead and junkies. So I'm going to say good morning. It's around 5:36 in the AM, and I'm about to conclude this video. 250, back quiet. If you want to see the video how the Junkie 127 gets crushed on a daily basis, you just go to YouTube and look at my page. Just put the word Enforcer space the number 250, and you'll see how Richie gets destroyed every morning.
Done deal. Thank you.
You got it, sir. This concludes the morning session of Richie Just Got Schooled. That's what I'm going to title it. Richie Just Got Schooled and Crushed. They call me the Enforcer 250. I'm going to kill this recording at 32 minutes. The Enforcer 250 with my stock. I did this all on the stock radio. 5 watts, man. 5 watts. And it shows it on my LP100A. Richie, I didn't even have my Dave mate on this whole morning, man. Shame on you. Hey, Bird, man. It's so sad. I mean, Bad Boy. It's so shameful when you key up, man. It's like you take him clean out of my radio. Birdman took him out the entire morning. You take him out. What's going on with Cracky, man? What's going on with that amplifier? He claims he's gonna, you know, raise the antenna another 10 feet. He's gonna get a different amp with another tube, and or claim he's gonna run to some hill. I mean, doesn't he know no matter where he goes, he gets crushed everywhere? Everywhere he goes, he gets crushed, destroyed. He can never hang with the big boys out here. I keep telling that junkie monkey.
That's what happens when they hooked up on that pipe, needles in the arm, big black cock in the ass. Get you out of here at any given time. So yeah.
Well, he did say he likes his he likes his men like his coffee, black and strong. That did come out of his mouth. It was hysterical when he said that. He slipped.
Yeah, black is strong. Holy shit. Let me go through what I gotta do, man. I'm on and off, so if I don't come by, I'll hear you. Have a good day, man.
Alright, Bad Boy, you take care, man. I'm gonna end this video at 34 minutes. So I'm gonna put this on my page. We can all watch it later and enjoy it. You have a good one, Bad Boy. You know what it is, the Enforcer 250 on my stock radio, and I just got down.